What's going on, family? I'm just chilling, looking a little mess after the pool. I didn't have to take my hair down. I just been kicking it out here. But I wanted to talk today about something that for one, I just got through talking to someone about one of my clients actually, when it comes to weight loss or your weight, your physical appearance, period, and money. And the topic that I wanted to make for basically is you're broke or you're not doing well financially because of your weight. Okay, now, I know somebody's gonna get on here and punch at me. Somebody's gonna get on here and scream at me. Somebody's gonna tell me how big they are or how, whatever, and how much money they still got, even though they're in a certain weight class. That's not what I'm trying to get at here, okay? For one, I made that title to catch your attention, okay? Because when I get your attention on your emotions, you listen. All right, so listen to me real quick, all right? So, the reason why I'm saying this is because one of my clients was in a meeting with some pretty big wigs, okay? We'll just say that. I call them big wigs. And she was like, look, they're getting ready to bring in food, and I'm fasting. This is a client, mind you. She's like, you got me fasting today, so I'm going to have to sit here and watch these people eat. Actually, I had a few clients going through this. One lady was in Texas, one lady was in New York, and one lady was in LA. And she's like, I'm gonna have to sit through this because I'm fat. I got a 3-day fast and they're getting ready to eat. What should I do? I said, no. You sit through that fast. I said, is your boss coming in there? She said, yes. I said, okay, good. I said, you make sure you sit next to your boss or sit as close as possible. He or she, whomever it is, needs to see you fasting while everybody's eating, okay? Now, I will be honest. This can backfire. This can. But it's highly unlikely that it does. The reason why I say that is because from my experience, most of my clients that I've trained in person especially are either CEOs, very big wigs. I call them big wigs. They're very big wigs of some company, of some, they're doctors, surgeons. Like my clients, of course, because I was expensive. I was $100 an hour. I started at 70 or 60. I went up to 80, went up to $100 an hour. Everybody can't afford that. So I'm training big wigs. And with training these big wigs, I learn how they think. I learn what they're looking for. I learn what they, their life. And what I told this lady, and the reason why I told her to sit by her boss or sit close to her boss is because most people in high up spaces, they're healthy. Most of them. Most of your CEOs, most of your, company owners, most of your people in these type of positions, they pay attention to their health. Reason why I know this, because most of them are triathletes. They love their triathlons. They either cycle, so they buy the road bikes, or they do some type of swimming, like for sport. Now, follow me, walk with me on this because I'm about to take you full circle and help you to understand where I'm going with this. Now, these sports are very expensive. And what do I mean by that? Being a triathlete by itself, the road bike to get in the to get in the race is like $4,000 or $5,000. And if you want a really good one, you're gonna have to pay about $10,000 for a bike. Yes, I know most of you all don't know that, but yes, for a bike, a simple bike to clip in and put your helmet on and ride, it's gonna cost you $5,000 to $10,000 in most cases, especially if you wanna be competitive. So with that being said, these are not regular average people doing these triathletes or triathlons. These are people who are making some money, okay? Sitting at the top of whatever company or whatever they're doing, okay? So with that being said, these people are healthy. These people are taking care of their bodies because they want to be competitive in these sports. So I told her to sit by her boss or her, whoever is her superior. I hate that too, superior. But I told her to sit by him or her simply because 9 times out of 10, that boss, that CEO, that business owner does triathletes or triathlons or plays golf or something, okay? Golf is an expensive sport as well, okay? Have you ever checked out a pair of clubs? So with that being said, or a membership to a golf club. So with that being said, she did. And what happened? Boss noticed that she wasn't, eating, heard that she was fasting. He got a little interest. He said, huh, I practice fasting as well. Bingo. What happened after that? They started to communicate a little bit more. The boss now is kind of like their friends in the office now, okay? So you want to, I mean, and I'm saying this just as one. This has happened many a times with plenty of my clients, but just this one case is what I wanted to talk about. Now, she has been put in a position, not saying that she will or will not, but she has been put in a position, one, to be much closer to her boss, okay? Excuse me, I got the door open. She's much closer to her boss now. Not only that, she's connecting on a different level. So when the boss is now thinking about who's disciplined, who can I trust to run a little, you know, to give a little more responsibility to? The first person you think about is somebody who's able to refrain from food, especially when other people are eating, okay? If that doesn't say restraint and and strength and, you know, just, I don't know, resiliency, I don't know what else does. So with that being said, this person now, or this client of mine, she's in a position now to uplift herself in the workplace. Okay, that's just one case. So my point that I'm trying to make here is the same reason that most of us are overweight are the same, or let me say this, the same habits that make most of us overweight or not look a certain kind of way. And I hate to keep focusing on looks, but there's a reason that I'm saying this, because I'm trying to unlock some stuff in some of you. The reason, the same habits and the same practices that we do on a day-to-day basis that actually cause us to get overweight or causes us to get in a certain health state, a negative health state, are the same things that keep us from getting a promotion at work or keep us from grinding hard and getting to the next level. Now, there's about 2 or 3 of those things that I'm specifically wanting to focus on. One is restraint from food, okay? If you can restrain from eating certain foods, 9 times out of 10, you can restrain from almost anything, okay? Restrain from being lazy at work, restrain from being late, restrain from choking somebody at the workplace that you don't like. All of these things, okay? You can restrain from saying something you don't want to say to someone who's getting on your nerves at work, okay? All of these things help you to somewhat be looked at in a better eye by your superior. There's that word again. But what I'm saying is these are habits. That's one habit that not only works for weight loss or aesthetics or health, but it also works for money or works for getting better in life. Okay, so before I go to the next one, let me see. I see some people coming in. I don't want to ignore y'all. Let me see what else we got. You are awesome. But it's 2 a.m. and I gotta sleep. Hey, get your sleep on. Let's see, where are you? I think you in the UK. I appreciate that though. Amazing strategy. Most people wouldn't even have thought of that. Yeah, seriously, they don't. And this is why I want to talk about that. And I know some people aren't gonna like me taking this approach. But you have to think outside the box, especially when you're trying to make more money or you're trying to go to the next level, you're trying to move up the ladder in your business, whatever it is, you got to think outside the box. You got to put yourself in someone else's shoes. And usually that someone else is your boss, your superior. I hate that word. But you got to put your mind and your thoughts in someone else's shoes, or put yourself in someone else's shoes and see what are they looking for? What do they value? And these are some of the things they value. So I'm giving y'all the game based on what I've been able to experience with training these CEOs and these other clients that are responsible for giving people raises, okay? Or giving people more money based on the positions that they're holding. So my hair is looking crazy after the pool, but it's all good, all right? We're here for the information, not necessarily the looks, okay? It's okay. Let's see, you're absolutely right. Cognitive restructuring for behavioral improvement. I couldn't see because of my shirt. Okay, but yeah, you're right. You're right. This is such a gem. Much appreciation. So let's go to the next gem. Okay. So number 2. First of all, we talked about restraint. Okay, restraint usually it translates to more money. Number 2, a lot of people don't realize is that the same oomph, I call it oomph, or that same I don't know, grind mentality that you take with you to go work out in the mornings. That same thing that gets you up at 5 a.m. to go hit the treadmill, that same thing that gets you out of the bed or gets you in the gym to work out on a day-to-day basis. This same grind also translates to the workplace. This is why all CEOs, or not all, I hate to make generalized statements, but majority of your successful CEOs or business owners, I'm a business owner as well, we work out religiously, okay? And I've even ran into some very important people who own businesses who say, I actually don't like working out, but it helps me in business. It helps me because that same grind or that grit that it takes to get in the gym, it carries over, and you get this grit in business. You get this grind in whatever you're doing. It doesn't have to be a business owner. It could just be your work, but that same grit translates. So if you're working out hard at the gym, usually that's going to be the worst part of your day because you just kicked your own ass. Okay, so now you're like, you know what? That's over with. The work is now going to be easy. Okay, let me go and get in here and knock this out. Okay, boom, 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 boom. We're good. So when the boss man, the whoever is responsible for giving you more money, when they see that, this is for my entrepreneurs too. All right, if you are an entrepreneur and you are not working out and following your diet or have a diet regimen to follow, you are behind. I can almost guarantee you. And if not, you are not as great as you can be. I will promise you that, okay? If you are an entrepreneur, if you own your own business, if you're trying to do something, you're trying to sell something, and you are not working out and following a strategic, healthy meal plan, you are doing yourself a disservice, okay? You are not making as much money as you could. You are not doing as great as you could, okay? Even if you're doing somewhat good, you could be doing better. I can guarantee you that, okay? So that's number 2. So we got 1, basically, that restraint from eating junk food and processed foods translates to making more money. Number 2, the grit, the strength, the grind that it takes to go in the gym also translates to the grit, the grind to make more money or to be better in business. That also translates to make more money. So number 3, and this is probably my favorite one, is following a plan. That in itself helped make me a lot of money, okay? And I'm talking about over the years. This is not something that just happened and I'm like, oh, I made a lot of money. No. When I don't work out and when I don't have a plan and follow the plan, it just, my body goes to hell. All right. My job or my productivity goes to hell. I'm just keeping it real with you. Everything just kind of dies down a little bit. And the reason that is, once again, is because without, what's the saying? Failure to plan is planning to fail. That's it. Okay. So when you don't plan, you're planning to fail, basically. And this goes across the board once again. So when I'm journaling, I write everything down for my workouts. What exercise I did, how many reps I did of it, how much weight did I lift, and how long did I rest? I want to know it all. So when I go back in there, I know I need to lift more weights, more reps, or rest shorter time. One of those 3, because that's going to help me get better. So same thing. I translate that over to the workplace or to the, for me, it's a business, but same thing for you all. If you're working somewhere, you translate that over to the workplace. How many minutes did I spend on this project? How many, you start documenting this stuff. And you go back in, you're like, I got to do better on that project next time. Or I need to go in and do it faster. Or I need to, you get what I'm going with this? When you plan and when you write your things down and you kind of look, you can see what you did. That's when we get better. Okay, and I'm talking to a lot of you because some of us go to work just because, okay? You just show up, clock in, you go through the motions, you do your thing until it's time to go, okay? Now, if this is you, I'm not telling you that what you're doing is wrong. But what I am telling you is that is no way to get more money, okay? Because that's usually the motivation for most of us, is to get a little bit more money, okay? Everybody, now here's why you want to make more money, all All right, let's really dive deep into this thing, okay? Y'all, that's what you come here for, right? Not because I'm looking like a mess coming out of the pool. You come here because you want me to dive deep on these type of subjects. Now, we all are meant to walk around this planet with a high. Not smoking weed, all right? But a natural high. People always ask me, like, Tay, you so cool. Like, it's like you got a natural high. Do you smoke? I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs, okay? I'd rather eat a big old bug than ever take a stupid drug. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I don't do drugs, but I do have a natural high. Why is that? Because one of the best things that gives us, or one of the biggest highs that we can get out of life is being paid what we're worth, okay? Being paid for the service we provide, or doing something for someone and then receiving the compensation or the reward for what we've done, the proper reward. And the reason why I say proper is because some of you are busting your butt, but you're not being paid what you think you're worth. And that is causing you to be unhigh. Okay, there's no high that comes with that. The high that I'm speaking about is called oxytocin and dopamine. We get oxytocin release and mostly dopamine, and fellas, we get testosterone as well when we make a lot of money or when we make what we're worth. So if you put out a certain energy, you put out a certain amount of work, and then you get properly compensated for it, a release of dopamine, testosterone, and possibly even oxytocin occurs. And what this means is you're getting a natural high, because dopamine is the same hormone that is pretty much responsible or released or produced when you take dope. Okay, so if you're taking anything, I don't care, crack, cocaine, smoking weed, sugar, and it's really all connected to sugar. Sugar's in cocaine, sugar's in most of your cigarettes, or even if it's not necessarily sugar, it's a concentrated sweetener. Let me say that, because some of you all are gonna get crazy. But they definitely put maple syrup in cigarettes, or they put some type of sugar, beet syrup, or some type of sugars in cigarettes. Anything that's addictive is not the product itself that's addictive, it's the sugar. So all of these things produce dopamine responses, just like making money or giving to charity or doing something like that would give you the same dopamine response. Okay, so when you give to charity, or when, like, this is the year everybody does like the angel tree, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna do it too, because I've been there. But I do it not only because I want to help, I do it because I used to be one of those kids who looked for somebody to purchase a gift for me during Christmas off the angel tree. I grew up, you know, kind of poor. So same thing, when I give and I go buy toys for kids that are in need, guess what? I get a dopamine response. Man, that feels great. Giving back and seeing somebody be happy with something I've done feels great. So philanthropy, I've talked about this before. So philanthropy, or giving back, for those of you who don't know what that means, that's okay. And making money or being properly compensated for what you've done makes you feel so great. You get a dopamine response, which is the high that I'm talking about, okay? So let's bring it all the way back. Rewind, okay? So most of you all, you're trying to get these things. You're trying to get the high. You're trying to get, because we're supposed to. We're supposed to do these things as humans. We're supposed to get the high. We're supposed to get the feel-good hormone, the dopamine. And when you don't get these things, you start to try to replace them, because it's in us to get the dopamine. So if I'm not getting it because I'm not being paid what I'm worth, and I'm not getting it because I don't have the money. I'm not being paid what I'm worth. I don't have the money to give back in philanthropy style. I don't have the money to give. Then guess what happens? You don't get your high. So what do? You start to crave sugar and or drugs, which sugar's in the drugs. So you're either going home and you lighten up a doobie so you get your daily high, or you're going home and you're popping open some Little Debbie snack cakes. All right, no, I'm kidding. Hopefully nobody here is doing Little Debbie snack cakes. All right, we're a little bit more sophisticated than that. But you're doing your vegan snacks or something, okay? And you're looking for that sweet emotional fulfillment because you want that dopamine response, okay? Now, why did I just say all of that? Because you see how the two connect. If you are not necessarily, I don't want to, because I don't like to pick on, you know, a certain type of person, because I used to be fat and I hate when people say fat. But if you are in a certain size bracket that you don't like to be in, and you're not making the money that you want or think you should be making, they go hand in hand, okay? Because you're not doing, like, some type of habit that you're doing to stay on this side, to stay that weight, to not get to the body that you want, is the same habit that's keeping you from making the money. And let's flip it, all right? The same things or the same reasons that you're not making the money you want or not being properly compensated is the same drug, or it's the same suppression of the drug, okay, the high that you should be getting. It's the same suppression that's causing you to go over and eat your emotions, which is, once again, making you either gain weight or hold on to the weight that you're trying to lose. So it goes hand in hand, all right? If y'all, let me just make sure y'all feeling me on this, because I'm sure I'm taking you a long way around, and some of you probably lost. Give me, I don't know, just give me, somebody put 100. So give me 100 if you feel me, if you're walking with me, if this is making sense. If not, I'll break it down some more, all right? Because you know I love to do this. But just give me 100. Just put 100 up there. You can either write it out or you can give me the emoji that says the 100. But give me 100 if you're feeling me, if you're walking with me. Okay, I see the hundreds coming in. Come on in. There we go. So y'all walking with me, you feel me. Thank you. I just want to make sure that this is something that I'm getting across and helping to reach other people, because this is something that I really, 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 really want to work. I really want people to get it, because my people, okay? Now look, I don't know if y'all saw my last Instagram stories when I had to address a Caucasian who was, you know, mad because I said I like working with black people. Or not, it wasn't even that. It was because I said I'm trying to focus on black people. That's what it is, black people's health. Somebody felt some kind of way about that. And I eventually had to block her because she was tripping. But y'all know I love y'all all, okay? Cut that out, all right? But my people, when I say my people, I do mean African Americans, black people, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call us, all right? I say that we are necessarily in situations that I'm trying to help us get out of, because we're killing ourselves, okay, slowly through our diets. And the diet is also, well, the diet and the habits are also what's responsible for us not getting paid. So not only are we sick and dying and killing ourselves slowly and just out of commission all around, but we're also on this side not making the money. And when I say not making the money, it's almost to the detriment of the individual. So I'm trying to uplift in both ways. I want to make you healthy and I want to make you prosperous. I want to see you prosper. So what I have to do is connect the two and show you that health is just important, is probably more important than making money, okay? Because I see a lot of people who do make money, they are overweight and they are eating whatever the hell they want to eat. And guess what? These are the people who, once they have made the money, they're sick. So now they got to spend a large sum of that money to stay alive so they can try to enjoy what the fruits of their labor. They're trying to stay alive now. But who wants to spend, why would I make $1 million unhealthily? You know, I'm unhealthy, I'm beating myself to the ground, made $1 million, but I'm unhealthy and I'm sick. And now the treatment, the open heart surgery, whatever else, the medication, all of these pills are gonna cost me over my lifetime $500,000. I just lost half of the million. And then if I made $1 million, taxes took 300 grand of that. I'm down to 300 grand now. Not even that, I'm down to 200 grand, excuse me, okay? Because taxes took 300, medication and surgery took 500. So if I made $1 million, guess what? I'm only down to 200K now. That's not a lot if you really look over a 10, 20 year span. All right, let's do 20 years divided by 200 grand. That's what's that, 20K a year? Ooh, it's not good. Like that, I'm sorry. Okay, if you make it 20K a year, I feel for you and I understand, you know, we got to get you right. But let's just keep it real. That's not a lot of money. And as a matter of fact, one individual is considered in poverty. In our country, the census said an individual that makes 20 grand or less a single person household is considered poverty. That's considered poverty. Because in most cities, especially like big cities around, it takes $40,000 a year just to survive, like bare minimum. You got to make 40 grand just to survive. Okay? So, you get where I'm going with this? All right? I'm hoping I'm making sense, people. I really hope I'm making sense. Even though I'm looking raggedy with this, you know, poo hair, I hope I'm making sense, all right? This is, look, and this is what I'm trying to tell a lot of my trainers and people who follow me, and they're like, I gotta look beautiful when I get on camera. I'm like, look, give the people what they want. It's not, they're not necessarily wanting to see you all made up and, you know, with your makeup and all that stuff. They just want the information. So I'm here to give you the information, even when I'm looking a little rough, okay? So that's what I wanted to bring you all today, because over time, man, we gotta get this right, all right? Somebody said some people get a little butt hurt. You're right. Some people get butt hurt, and everybody's not gonna make it, all right? That's what I got to say. That's what I got to say to a lot. You know, everybody's not gonna make it, and this is something that Dr. Africa told me. This is something that I had to learn personally. When Dr. Africa was certifying me in a lot of things, you know, holistic nutrition, holistic practitioner work like body reading, medical astrology. When he was taking me through a lot of these schools and these certifications, he kept telling me one thing. Remember, Tay, you can't save everybody. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it. He kept saying that. Everybody's not going to make it. So I personally realized no matter how much I serve, no matter how much, you know, no matter how well I try to piece together my words, everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to understand what I'm trying to say. And everybody's not going to agree with me. And I'm okay with that, okay? Because for the most part, I got my shit together, all right? I'm going to just keep it real with you. I got my stuff together, okay? I take care of my family. And it's not just financially. I'm just saying I take care of my family, meaning I try to be there. And I don't like using the word try. I'm there for my family. I spend time with my family. I keep the balance, okay? I really hate saying try. I keep the balance. So I work hard. I serve my clients well. I make decent money because I invest in myself. I've hired so many coaches over a lifetime, even health coaches. So I make sure everything is, you know, in balance. So I'm well taken care of. So for the people who get butt hurt, I mean, I'm just giving you the game, okay? You can decide to take it or not. That's how I feel about it. So let's see what else we got coming in. I see some people chatting it up. Everyone says eating healthy is expensive, but having to buy medication is more expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive over time. Man, it's crazy. Very crazy. You're making sense. Pooh hair. How are you, brother? Thank you for your knowledge. Of course, of course, of course. That's what it's for, family. All right, I tell everybody that I'm here to share this stuff. All right, most of the people you all are following, especially if they're trainers or some type of nutrition, they're not willing to share this information. And this is not me. I'm not saying it to poop on their parade or to, you know, to rain on their parade. I don't know why anybody would poop on a parade, but not to poop on their situation or, you know, kick dirt on their name. But I say this because I truly care. All right, that's why I come here and I share the information. I share the knowledge. I answer the DMs with videos most of the time. I really try to, you know, put out because I care. I want to help my people, okay? And my people, when I say my people, I'm talking to everybody for the most part, okay? Because if you're Latin, you know, my Latino folks, my, you know, Mexican, Black, Dominican, Asian, all of y'all my people, okay? All of you, whether you believe it or not, all of you are my people. So I'm here to help all of you, okay? Everybody. So we got to get this thing right. And this is why I bring the information. This is why I bring the knowledge that helps me, okay? Because none of this stuff is new. Somebody taught me, I have to teach somebody. You'll use it. You have to teach somebody. It's called each one, teach one, all right? So that's what we got going on. That's what I'm doing. Let me see. I love the knowledge you give. I binge watch your videos every day, and I can't wait to start working with you. I love it. I love it. That means a lot to me, seriously. I love the positive feedback because that helps me to continue doing. I just replicate what works. So when somebody tells me, hey, what you're doing right now, I love it and it's working, I just replicate that. And if somebody says, hey, stop that, I don't like that, it hurts me, I don't do that, okay? So I replicate what's working. So I definitely appreciate you all, you know, for giving me that confirmation, okay? And giving me the feedback. Give me the feedback. I'm always open for it. So I need help. I got you. DM me, you know, anywhere I can help you. I'm gonna do it, okay? And this is what I tell people, because I've had some, you know, little haters that come in. You'll get one every now and then. Some people come in and they say, hey, you know, all you're trying to do is make money. I said, well, listen, dude, I have options for everybody, okay? I have paid ways of helping you through coaching and things like that. I have free ways of helping you through I have 315 videos on YouTube alone, okay? And I'll be honest, I don't think I'm getting the recognition I deserve on YouTube, but that's okay, all right? I think I'm up to like 8,000 subscribers, almost 9,000, which is it's a decent number, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think I deserve a couple 100,000 followers and when I say I deserve that, I deserve it because I think that message should be getting out to that many people. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep putting this stuff up because I think it's helping somebody, okay? So I have 315 videos on YouTube that I have made totally free. I'm not one of those YouTubers that get paid from YouTube. I don't make that much. I don't make any money from YouTube. I have 0 checks from YouTube. So when I get a lot of people who come in and say, hey man, you know, look, I'm giving the game away for free, okay? I'm always doing videos. I'm always doing what I can. However, when people want more of my time, when people want deeper coaching, they want me to really walk the journey with them, yes, that stuff costs. So I'm here to help either way, okay? If you need help, just DM me. I'm always gonna get back to you, okay? If I don't get back to you, you know something's wrong, okay? It's Instagram, it's not me, because I'm always getting back to my people. Let's see. Oh, I'm down 7 pounds this week. Just throwing that out there. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's the positive feedback I need, baby. All right? Keep that coming. I love it. That recognition is coming, seriously. I appreciate it. And you're right. I do think it's coming. It's a slow game, but it's coming. My YouTube numbers don't do nearly as well as my Instagram numbers do. My Instagram numbers do well. Of course, for those of you who've been rocking with me for years, you know I was at 75,000 followers the beginning of this year. I lost that page, and now we're rolling with a new page. I'm already up to 21. Yeah, I think we're 21,000 followers, and it's only been 5 months. So we're you know, Instagram does well for me, so I'm not complaining at all. Not complaining at all. But, you know, I think this message should be getting out to many more people, and I won't stop until I reach more people. So I just want y'all to know that, okay? Let's see. Everybody has to make a living. Mine as well. Or might as well do something while making money. You're right. You're right. That you are passionate about. You're definitely right. And you know, let's just be honest. Here's what I tell people when they come on and they talking, you know, oh, you're just trying to get money or, you know, whatever. This is the first thing I tell them. I'm actually helping you out. Most of you are like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're helping me out by charging me? Because the last thing you want is a big guy like me out there hungry. All right? Because now I'm coming for your job. I'm coming for your money. I'm coming for your wife. I'm coming for your kids. All right? So the last thing you want is me out there hungry. All right? Or down on my last dollar. You know, that's the last thing you want is this 6'3", 220-pound guy coming for you or for your job or for your, you know, your career or for whatever you're doing. The last thing you want is for me to come for you. So you might want to be happy that I'm over here out of the way because I make it easier for you, okay? Because I'm the most disciplined, most hardworking, most gracious person that I know. All right. But no, seriously, I'm very, very, very. Look, somebody said ski mask. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, though, like, when it comes to the survival of the fittest, now I'm not saying I'd be out there robbing people and doing all that stuff. I mean, if it got to that, maybe. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, I'm kidding. But no, seriously, though, the last thing you want is me after your job or me after your. Somebody said hide your wife, hide your kids. That's right. The last thing you want is me out there after you or after what you do because I'm going to beat you, okay? That's what I tell all these trainers who I meet. Well, I don't do that now because, I mean, I feel like there's no trainer out there messing with me. However, okay, I'm not cocky. I'm very confident because I work hard at this and I put a lot into my craft. But whatever I put my mind into, whatever I set my mind to, I'm going to be the best at it, okay? That's just how it works, okay? So I'm going to go hard. I'm going to grind. I'm going to do this. So when people always come to me, why are you charging for training? Because the last thing you want me to do is come after your job, okay? The last thing you want me to do is to compete with me. You don't want to compete with me, okay? You can ask people on the basketball court. You don't want to compete with me, all right? I got guys who, when I'm driving to the rack and I'm going to lay the ball up, they moving out the way because I'm a big guy, okay? And I come hard. So that's the last thing you want to do, okay? If we're competing for love, all right, and it's me and another guy fighting for a woman's love, you're the last, I'm the last guy you want to fight for another woman's love, okay? So you better be glad that I'm married. These are some of the things I tell guys. You don't want to be competing with me. You don't want to compete with me for a woman. You don't want to compete with me for a job. You don't want to compete with me for anything, all right? That's the last thing you want. So I'm gonna get off my my little high horse right there, but that's what I got to say when it comes to that. All right, I go hard and everything. So I thought that was funny. Hide your kids, hide your wife. But yes, this is what I do, family. All right, so I'm gonna close it out. I just wanted to talk to you all about that. Once again, if you got any questions, DM me. I mean, you can even email me, okay? info@IamTheVeganTrainer.com. Hit me up. I will answer back, okay? I promise you that. Why? Because I go hard, okay? Find me. This is my last little shit talking moment. Find me another influencer on Instagram with more than 10,000 followers who answers your DMs back, okay? That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Find me one. That's it. I'm done. I just want to say that. All right. I'm done talking crap. All right. I'm ready to get disciplined. I like that. Let's see. Thanks, Tay. Everything you say makes so much sense. I appreciate it. And that's what means a lot to me. So I love you all. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. For those of you, I know some of you are overseas. You know, I know it's probably Monday for some of you. Yeah. So enjoy your Monday, okay? Let's go into this week the right way. Let's do this thing. Somebody say, and you answer quick. That's right. I answer my DM. I'm like a shark. I'm looking. Who can I help? Who can I answer? So when them DMs come in, I'm answering them, okay? I try to answer quick. This is how I do for my clients. They hit me a walkie-talkie, I'm right back at you, okay? What you got? What you need? Okay, I'm here. So that's how we roll. This is how I get down. This is how I serve, okay? I serve at the highest ability of my ability. So that's the last thing you want is to compete with me, all right? Anything. So you all have a good night. Love you all. I'm out. Peace.